We're gonna post-match review the Atalanta versus Arsenal UCL game. So today it was on Thursday, and let's just cut to the chase. It was actually a tight game. It was kind of like defense. Arsenal had like the better of the chances. However, they were kind of just stinking it out in the final thirds. And obviously, with this guy injured, Odegaard, I don't think any of their players in midfield really stepped up. For example, this guy who played in midfield, Kai Havertz, even though it's not his best position, you would at least still expect him to at least step up. I don't think he really did enough to actually help the final third, and he just looks ordinary today. But that's what actually needs to improve from Arsenal when you look at that game today against Atalanta. Because Arsenal in defence were brilliant. They were amazing. It was nothing new, like, or anything more than you expect from Arsenal defensively. And their goalkeeper, David Raya, I cannot lie, he's actually improving. Like, if he keeps doing what he's doing every week, he can become a top goalkeeper. And like, he actually saved Arsenal. He kept Arsenal in the game against Atalanta, especially when Atalanta were a threat on the break. Because like, with the chances that like Atalanta had, Arsenal were just blocking like their shots and stuff like that, limiting them. And with what Atalanta doing, I remember they had a penalty because of this guy who clumsily brought down an Atalanta player in the box, Party, and David Raya made some great saves. He saved us. He saved the penalty and he saved the follow up. But from this game, I really feel like it's actually made us realize that Arsenal genuinely should have done more in the transfer market. Like, they left themselves short. And that now comes down to the manager. Because, yes, cool, he wanted like other players to get a chance. But if you're not going to let players go and you're not going to replace them adequately, you're gonna leave Ethan Nwaneri. You're gonna leave him on like to actually be the backup to Odegaard, and that's quite a bit of an ask from a 17-year-old, considering the fact that perhaps he's not played first team football, and you don't want to throw him in the deep end. Yes, I get the fact that he's young and you don't want to throw him in like a lot of high profile matches, but if you're good, you're good. Because look at Lamine Yamal, like he's been playing for Barcelona first team football at 17, you know. So I'm not comparing Ethan to Lamine Yamal, but Ethan Nwaneri, I just feel he needs to be bedded into the Arsenal squads. And with how Arsenal are playing defensively, it might be sustainable. I'm not sure if it'll be sustainable long term, but against smaller teams, Arsenal, I think those smaller teams are gonna do to Arsenal what Arsenal are doing to the big teams, where Arsenal are trying to counterattack. Some of those teams will do a low block against Arsenal and they will frustrate Arsenal. And that's where Arsenal will need someone who can pick that extra pass to feed to Saka, Martinelli, Havertz. Do you get what I mean? And with that being said, I'm not sure which of those players in midfield can step up in Odegaard's absence. Maybe Ethan can do that, but time will tell. Who knows? But Arsenal definitely, they need to sort out that position. And I just feel all the other positions in Arsenal squads, like it really just feels Arsenal's midfield. In this guy's absence, Rice, Arsenal's midfield just looks like it can just get overrun quickly because Partey and Jorginho, they just don't have the legs in midfield, and it just comes across that Arsenal have not planned properly for the future. because those players, they Jorginho and Rice, not Jorginho and Rice, Jorginho and Partey, they just don't have the legs to play in midfield anymore. So I'm not sure if Arsenal will go far in the league or UCL when Arsenal have aging players in midfield. But we'll wait and see how the European campaign unfolds itself, because you don't have to finish first in the group to get to the round of 16 with the new format, which is a league phase. You can finish from first to eighth and qualify automatically for round of 16. And I know ninth to 24th get, like, the playoffs, and if they win their games, their respective games in the playoffs, they now get to the round of 16. But either way, with this new format, I feel like Arsenal left themselves short at the in the transfer market. Like, they should have gotten some midfielders. I'm not sure why they didn't do that. They should have gotten another attacking player, even if it wasn't a striker, and they were priced out of the strikers in the striker market. They could have gone for a goal scoring winger. They could have gone for Adomino Lookman. But yes, Adomino Lookman was a bit quiet today. But however, Atalanta are a great side, like, when you think about it, because this team that Arsenal played against, Arsenal, even though they had opportunities to try and win the game, Arsenal struggled to break them down. And this is a team that is the current Europa League champions. They're not a walk in the park, and you have to give credit to them for actually just sticking to their own game plan and what works for them. So that's what I'd say with regards to the game. And with the Man City against Arsenal coming up, I just feel Arsenal can't just be so defensive. Yes, be compact defensive like the Etihad, but they have to take some risks, a few risks. Like, you need to try and go for the win. I'm not saying go all guns blazing, but just try and at least take a few risks. Like, don't just play too safe. Otherwise, it's like you're setting yourself up for failure. Because if there's opportunities to now, like, score, then it's like you're just gonna miss out on those opportunities, and you just don't know how the season can unfold, especially with the fact that Arsenal could end up losing against teams that they shouldn't lose to, and Man City will end up winning games that like Arsenal should be winning, if that makes sense. So that's just the food for thought. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And for, like, the Sunday game against Man City, I just hope that Trossard, not Trossard, I hope either Trossard is in midfield, or Ethan's in midfield. Maybe I'll at least just give Ethan his debut and let this person play as the centre forward. Kai Havertz, I do not want to see him play in midfield, because him and midfield just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I'm sorry. It just won't work if you play Kai Havertz in midfield. I'm sorry to say to any Arsenal fans this, but it just won't work. Let's just be real on that. So, guys, thanks for watching. Till next time. Peace. God bless you.